What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Adventure Outpost. It is weekly report time. Weekly report number 8. The Van Buren boys are striking today. We got some good stuff, so we're just going to jump right into it with all of our good haul stuff that we got for this week. And we're going to start it off with what we picked up today from Best Buy with our new releases, starting off with Uncharted. I really like this slipcover. It's really nice, even though the movie was kind of just like, eh. This slipcover is really nice. I didn't get the steelbook because that steelbook price is absolutely ungodly, not okay. It's like $60 on Best Buy simply just because it comes with the necklace that has the ring on it from the movie. But that's absurd to charge that much for a steelbook. So that's one that we're going to skip out on unless we can find it way down the road for a cheap price. That one we're just going to miss out on. They have re-released all of the Jurassic Park movies leading up to Dominion right now in their own standard slipcovers by themselves. I already have the collection pack, which comes with all of them in one pack, and then I have Jurassic World and Fallen Kingdom steelbooks from back when they came out on their own. So the only one I picked up was the original Jurassic Park because I wanted this one on its own. I really like this slipcover, the natural one from the poster, and then it has some really sweet bonus features in the back. So this was the only one I was picking up out of those ones. I might pick up Lost World and Jurassic Park 3 later down the road if the price strikes me. But for right now, Jurassic Park's the only one we're going with. And then last but not least for what I picked up today was Dog. I missed this one out in theaters, so it was nice to get it here with this sweet little slipcover. Probably going to watch this later with my fiance. Nice little family movie, it looks like. I didn't get the Alfred Hitchcock collection simply because it's not available at Best Buy. I don't really pre-order stuff, so it's hard to find it anywhere. I'm sure if it pops up at some point later on, I'm going to get it. I'm kind of on the fence because I know with the first one they released, then I think it was like a few months or a year later, they started releasing the single ones in Steelbook. So I have all those Alfred Hitchcock movies on DVD, so I might just wait and see if they release them standard by themselves as Steelbooks like they did with Vertigo, Psycho, The Birds, and all those ones. And take our chances because I could always pick up that collection later down the line if it looks like they're not going to release Steelbooks. So we'll see what happens as we get to it. But then we got our books that we picked up for the week. I didn't really get to do much reading simply because, as everyone knows, Doctor Strange came out in theaters this past weekend, so it was fucking insanely busy. So I didn't really get a chance to read that much. But I did start the Bourne Ultimatum. I'm about halfway through with it, so I still did get a chance to read a little bit, so that's pretty good. And then I did read one Goosebumps book. I think the day before Doctor Strange started. But I realized I picked up a whole bunch of Goosebumps books last week, but I didn't show them off because they were already put away, and I didn't want to go and pick them up and go up and get them because I'm lazy. So I got them this week, so I'll show them to you now. The one I read already was Let's Get Invisible. This was surprisingly pretty entertaining. This was a pretty good one. Obviously, they're not in order anymore simply because it's tough to find the ones at the used bookstore in order. So now I'm simply just picking up whichever ones that I can find, and I'll fill in the blanks as I pick up all the ones that I can find in stores. We got number 9, which is Welcome to Camp Nightmare. It's got a little bit of it looks like chocolate smudge right there from whoever was reading. I like their style though, eating chocolate and reading Goosebumps. That's the next one I'm going to read. Then we've got number 13, which is Piano Lessons Can Be Murder. This looks like it's really fucking silly. Play It Again, Hands. So we'll get to that one. And then the last one that I picked up, another one that looks really fucking silly, is Why I'm Afraid of Bees. And I guess it's because he becomes a bee. Yeah, these look really, really silly. But I'm pretty excited to read them. And then we picked up a few more other stuff from the used bookstore. We got Stephen King's Christine in this cover. This is the Signet fiction cover. I've been trying to collect all the Signet paperbacks for these Stephen King books. I've never read Christine, so this is actually the first copy of Christine that I've ever gotten. So this is another one off the list, an old Stephen King book that I'm going to have to read. I'm going to dive into this one after I finish the Bourne Ultimatum. I managed to find the original first cover pressing of the Bourne Identity that I needed. I had the Bourne Supremacy. The Bourne Identity version that I did have was the movie tie-in, which I didn't want that one. So I was able to find this one, which is the original one, which is really awesome. Same thing with the Bourne Ultimatum. The last one is the movie cover, where I want this one where it has just like this, and then it has the circle with whatever fucking emblem that is. It looks like a conch shell with a nail through it. I don't know, but I want those ones. So all I need to find now is the Bourne Ultimatum one. And then I got the Signet novel version for Misery. This was another one that I was looking for. I do have Misery already, but I didn't have it in the Signet version here of the ones I'm trying to collect. So we got this one to add there now too. And then books, I've only seen the first movie of this, and then I just found them in there, so I figured, what the fuck, I'll give them a shot. But I picked up the Maze Runner, so we got the first one here, the Maze Runner, and then we've got the Scorch Trials. These were the only two that they had. So hopefully I can find the other ones at some point, but I figure once I'm done catching up with the Stephen King book and finishing the Bourne Ultimatum and these Goosebumps books, I'm going to give these ones a try and see how they are. I don't read much YA. I really only read Harry Potter when I was a kid, so it'll be interesting to read a few more of these and see how they shake out. And then it was all hands on deck with Doctor Strange this weekend, but we were still able to get some cool collectibles. And we got this sweet Doctor Strange popcorn tin for that was coincided with the movie. Although it's weird that they released this for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness when really this wasn't even in the movie. This was from No Way Home. So it's a weird thing, but whatever, it's still cool to get. So we got that bad boy. I got really close to the screen there for that one. And then we've got our posters that we're gonna go through. The posters never really come out looking good here on the screen like this, but we'll show them off anyway. We got two of them, if we can get them to unravel correctly so that they're not fucking. Oops. So we've got, we'll show off here. First, we got the first poster for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. That popped out. That was with just Strange there with all the fragments of time with everybody's faces and stuff popping up throughout it. That was a really cool, decent looking poster. That one was at least a little bit more inventive because then you get the classic regular poster, which I can't stand because it's the same poster that you see for every movie these days, which is just, let's throw everybody in the movie together and we'll just shove them all in a spot together. And yeah, like it's just like, hey, we've got Chavez, we've got Scarlet Witch, we've got Wong, we've got Benedict Cumberbatch, we've got Mordo, we got Rachel Adams, Nick Adams. It's just overload. They do this with every poster. It's just not very exciting. But what are you gonna do? But that's all the stuff we collected for this week. We got some fun stuff. Obviously, we didn't go too crazy. We went mostly with books. Books are always a good one to go to when you want to offset how much money you've been spending because you can get all those books for like $10. So that's pretty sweet. For this week, we got Firestarter coming out in theaters. It's Stephen King adaptation, baby. So we're going to be checking that out. I saw Doctor Strange. It was, it was a movie. I'm not a big Marvel guy. Anybody knows at this point. It was a fine movie. It's just not something I think I was ever really particularly interested in or care for. It failed in every way to be anything better than Everything Everywhere All at Once, which is what I assumed it would end up being like. So that's what it is. It was entertaining. So, but then that's what I get from all those Marvel movies. It's all style and it's entertaining and it's good to turn your head off. They're fine. They're good summer blockbusters. I will say that because it's just, you get to go in, you turn your brain off and you just watch some silly shit for 2 hours. But as far as substance goes, it's lacking hard. That is not a movie I would ever go to be like, I need to watch something of weight tonight, something thematically rich. Those movies just aren't going to cut it. I'm trying to think if I watched anything else this week. I don't think so. It was mostly a lot of reading and working and going to amusement parks and stuff like that. Yeah, it's summer now, so I probably won't be watching as many movies except what comes out in theaters. Because in the summer, I like to travel. I like to go visit a lot of theme parks. I like to go do a lot of fun stuff with my fiance. So look forward to some more amusement park and roller coaster stuff showing up in the near future, simply because now the summer is starting to get underway and we're going to be hitting a bunch of amusement parks. We started this past week. We hit Six Flags New England. I didn't really take any video or anything because it was a miserable, cloudy, freezing cold day. So there was no fun really to be had. We literally went, rode the roller coasters that we wanted to ride, and we got the fuck out of Dodge because it was so cold. But as it starts to warm up, I will get more footage and I'll get some more fun stuff that we could show off and you guys can all see, and we'll have some good stuff from there. But that'll do it for all of us here at the Outpost today. Until the next adventure, you guys have been you, I have been me. We've got all the goods that we love to collect, and until next time, adventure on.